going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Now Mahomes. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Patrick Mahomes finding Mecole Hardman. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Rolling to his left.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Play action. Now Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
They find some open field here.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. An even 100 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Credit the tackle to Ron Thornhill.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll set up a throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. There, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here's Mahomes.
And that is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Mahomes to throw it.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try to help against the run.
3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Jackson to throw.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. And you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well I'm sorry Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, Tati. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a temper feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me soldier, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty. Talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Kansas City. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On third down, they're going to run for it here.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson.
That is caught left side by Bryant. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku.
1st and goal from the 3.
To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They go play fake. Mahomes
locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
on first down. Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Chubb running right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. A give running right is Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Now Watson. Buying time to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll run with Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and goal now. This is where the KC crowd can make it very tough.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be...
With 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They run again on first down. Chubb.
And taken down just shy of the 40. 2nd and 7.
They run it again with Chubb. And some space here.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 73 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's Watson.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. Touchdown, Browns.
Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offense film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He rifles.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back to throw, Watson. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Watson now to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They run for it with Hunt. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 31, Watson dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A give. This is Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Chubb fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right.
That went into the hands of Tony downfield.
Now he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney,
42 yards.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Mahomes will throw for it, sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
Jakeem Grant on return. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all three timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A run for Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to.
They had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. And they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Here's Mahomes.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mahomes.
And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he'll get this up past the 45. It's a first down, but the tackle comes in bounds.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watson.
And he'll just get rid of it. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They'll run with Hunt on second down.
And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here's Watson.
And this is caught at the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And the Browns are going to win the football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend, she went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. This shit in space, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.